Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again. In this week's video, I've come down to my local woodland just for a bit of a walk from the house, and just really enjoying this sort of winter wonderland scene here that's presented itself this morning. It's been really unexpected, this snow, and I really thought we wouldn't get any more this year, to be honest with you. But I thought I'd get out of the house now just to try and get some shots. It will probably be the last chance of the year to get any snow shots, so I just thought I'd come down and try and get some interesting shots. On the way down to this location, I just walked through the woodland there, and I've got some really nice interesting shots with the snow that's all clung to the branches. I think it looks really good and really interesting, that. So yeah, I've set up my first composition here, and I've got this really nice old oak tree surrounded by these younger silver birch, and I think it makes a really nice composition, this. Okay, so the composition that I've got set up is the oak tree on the left hand third, and that's surrounded by all these really nice sort of younger silver birches, and it really makes a nice subject, does this. It really is sort of different, it stands out from the sort of rest of the trees, and I think it makes a really nice subject. So like I said, I put that on the left hand third. I'm going to be focusing on that tree itself. I'm shooting at 1/200th of a second, f8, ISO 100, and currently shooting at about 18mm. It's as wide as I can go. It's quite a big scene, so I want to try and include as much as possible. And with all the snow sort of sticking to the branches and everything and the trunk, it looks really nice. There's a lot of detail in the actual trunk itself, and I think the light as well that's coming through the trees is making some really nice depth to the image. You can sort of see right between the trees, and the light is sort of making patterns just further down in the sort of background there, and I think it really makes a nice image. It's really nice and sort of detailed, and you know, I might put it into black and white, I might just try it in colour, we'll see what happens. But I'll put that on screen for you now. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and we're going to have a look around now and see if we can get some more compositions. I've just walked down about 3 meters from where I took that first shot, and I've come across this really nice scene here with these silver birches, and I really like the way the snow's kind of like being sort of forced in by the wind into one side of the trunk, and it's kind of all stuck down that side. And I really like the way these sort of silver birches are kind of bending, so as if that sort of wind and snow's kind of like been hammering it, and it's kind of like bent them into that shape. But yeah, it really caught my eye. That I really like the texture of the snow on the side of the bark there, and the bark itself looks really good. So I'm thinking like some sort of like 16:9 crop across there. There is quite a lot of footprints here just in the foreground, and it is a bit distracting, but yeah, I'm going to either take them out in Photoshop or basically crop them out into a 16:9. But yeah, I really like the texture of this, and I really like the sort of shapes and the sort of the way the snow's kind of like clinging to the sort of silver birches just on that side. I thought it made a really interesting shot, so I'll take that now and put that on screen for you. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And yeah, we're going to move on now and have a look around and see if we can come up with some different compositions. Okay, so I've just come into this bit of a clearing in the woodland here, and I've come across this really nice bunch of sort of silver birches, I really like the way the sort of snow is kind of like sticking to all the branches, and it looks like they've all been sort of dipped in water and frozen solid. But as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see on this camera, but the snow is starting to fall off now, so the sun is coming out and it's starting to warm up, so I don't think there's long left to try and capture this scene. I think it's going to warm up pretty quick today, and this snow will be kind of gone off the trees in a few hours. So yeah, I'm going to try and work the scene now. I'm going to try and get a composition of the sort of entirety, maybe like a pano, and try and capture the whole scene in one, and then maybe going a little bit closer just to try and isolate maybe one or two trees together. There is a nice sort of lone tree just in the background there, but it's not very separated from the background. I've shot that tree before in sort of foggy conditions, and it does look good when it's completely separated from the back. But yeah, we'll have a look around now and see if we can come up with some shots. If I get any nice shots, I'll put them on screen for you, so just let me know down in the comments what you think, and yeah, we'll have a look around. So as you can see now, the sun's well and truly up, and the clouds have cleared, so it's looking pretty nice. It is melting all the snow now and it is quite bright, so I think in terms of woodland photography, I think that's kind of it for today. But on the way home I've come across these really nice bird feeders, and they're absolutely chock full of birds at the moment. There's loads of robins, there's some blue tits I think, bullfinches. I'm not a bird expert, so I don't really know what they are, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. I've not got the telephoto lenses with me today. I've only got the Nifty 50 and the sort of kit lens, so I've been trying to get close to the sort of bird feeders, but obviously the birds have been flying away, so I've come up with this sort of bit of a solution. I've downloaded the sort of Canon Connect app using the remote shutter function. I've got the camera set up really close to the sort of bird feeder on a fixed sort of focus, and yeah, just sort of trying to capture some of the birds as they come in. I'm stood maybe about 5 meters, 10 meters away, and it seems to be working well. The birds are sort of coming onto the bird feeder and it's looking pretty good, so using quite a fast shutter speed just to try and capture the sort of movement in the birds, and also using the quite wide aperture just to try and capture all the light and obviously get the faster shutter speeds. But yeah, it's a little bit of fun and a little bit of something different. So if I get some nice shots, I'll put them on screen for you, and let me know down in the comments what you think. Okay, so I think I'm going to end the video there. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. It's been a quick one just to get out this morning and try and capture some images, have a little walk just before work. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I really hope you've enjoyed the video, and I really hope you like the images that you've seen on screen today. And if you have, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well. So until the next one, bye for now.